Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So I am doing days 8 through probably like 14 or 15 of the Tarot Vlogmas 2021. So for me, with it being a tarot challenge, I am going to, and I have not even actually looked at all these, I am going to ask the tarot how the tarot sees these things for me, which I feel like is a connection with my higher self. So the first one is, and I have them like right here in front of me, fruitcake. What makes you quirky and unique? I'm probably going to be fast forwarding through this just because it takes forever. Because I only take flyers, guys. Oops. I'm using my bone stone and earth flesh. All right. What makes me quirky and unique? What makes me quirky and unique? Well, my caring nature. I mean, I do like to tend to say sweetheart and sweetie and beautiful lady and lovely lady and sweet lady. It's usually women that respond, that comment on my channel. But I try to be as nurturing and as open as I can be to let people know where my sincerity is. And I know that sometimes that gets people in trouble because people think you're being condescending, or they think that you're, sorry, that's Oliver playing with a toy in the background. I know that they sometimes think that that's like almost belittling or whatever, but I feel like it is so easy for people to misunderstand what others are saying because of the energy that they're taking it in, rather than the energy that it is being said in or relayed in. And so I try to always be as kind with my words as I can be, so that people know that I am trying to be sincere and uplifting and compassionate. And it's never ever meant, trust me, if I don't like you, I'm not even going to comment, period. So if I'm there and I'm commenting, it's because I like you, okay? If you don't see a comment, it doesn't mean I don't like you. It just means that, sometimes I don't have the time or whatever. But in general, even when I'm talking with somebody in person, I will still do the same thing. I will call them sweetheart or beautiful, or I try to lift people up by telling them how I see them, because I think our world is so in general negative, and people go right for the throat so much, or that it's sorely missing. I went to Barnes and Noble here probably about a month ago, and I opened the door for people behind me, and there's 2 doors at Barnes and Noble, and I opened the door for them both times because I was going out before them, and they were younger kids. They were maybe late teens, early 20s, maybe, probably more late teens. And they were both really kind, a male and a female. And the woman was calling me, "Thank you, ma'am." And then the guy, the young man said, "Thank you, miss. Have a wonderful day." And I like did a double take. I'm like, what the hell? Because you just don't hear that anymore. You always heard that when I was growing up. And now it's like, it's almost non-existent. you know, and I wish more people would do that. And I am seeing there are quite a few people that do that as well. But I know at first it's not easy to take because it's like a hard world anymore. People are more cynical than they are, or at least the way that they express themselves is more cynical because it just seems like that's what people like, you know? I don't want to jump on that negativity wagon. So, yeah. So maybe that's what makes me quirky. And also maybe my dreams and I don't know. So that's where I see that. And that was like a really long ramble. I'm sorry for the first card. Let's see. Hang on, let me pause this. These guys. Okay, hopefully we have a little bit of silence with the two boys. All right, the next one is prompt 9. Tinsel. What sparkles in your life? What sparkles in my life? I know what sparkles in my life. My family, my friends, seeking the unknown, alien stuff. Well, let's see what the tarot, my higher self, says. Okay. Oh, what sparkles in my life? Interesting. 3 of Swords. Maybe what sparkles in my life is seeing, and that's what I kind of said in my first one, that I'm starting to see like the 3 of Swords as a healing card now. And this one totally depicts that because, and I was just talking with my sister about this. Although those moments in our life that are so friggin' hard, like the tower moments, those are our liberators. Those are the things that we go through in order to have growth, right? So I believe in times in our life when we have heartaches and loss and trials and tribulations, that's when we start really searching deeper for more answers into ourselves, into others. We start being more compassionate because of what we've been through. So just like a forest fire, right after a forest fire, it's like the new earth is seeded again, you know, or a field is caught on fire and then new seedlings pop up from that. So where I sparkle could be my ability to see the silver lining or the bigger lesson at hand. God, don't give me, knock on wood, don't give me any lessons like that. Okay, I had to let the boy out. Let's see. So 10, Mistletoe. What temptations do you offer others? Oh my goodness. Too many. That's far too many. Whoops. Okay, clearly I offer a lot of temptations. How many do we have here? All right, we've got Judgment, 8 of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups. Okay, so the temptations that I'm just going to go really quickly is to not take things. Don't beat ourselves up so much. Look at things in life as opportunities in order to expand ourselves. You know, yeah, because when I think of Judgment, I think of Ascension. Amethyst Ascension. You know, I feel like we have been going through an ascension. So, one of the things that I maybe tempt people is to look at things that are happening in their life in a bigger way. Like, did that happen because that was something that destiny had to happen? Is that something that you wrote in your chart to happen at this specific time? Maybe I help people with that. 8 of Pentacles. Maybe because I like using my hands and creating, and I like to create at times when things are really rough for me. It's almost like an escape, or not like, it is an escape. It helps me take my mind off of bigger world issues that kind of, you know, or even home issues. you know, health or, you know, whatever. When life kicks you, you know, kicks you in the ass, so to speak. The temptation of working towards a skill and creating things with your hands. And Eight of Cups. Knowing how to walk away when something isn't perhaps going your way, or, I mean, looking in, I don't know, tempting people to look at what is maybe holding them in a certain energy, or how to look beyond that certain energy to the bigger lesson. I don't know. Okay, we're just going to go with that. And I like that one best, so I'm going to put that one up there. Okay. So let's see. 11, gingerbread. What should you indulge in? Okay, what should I indulge in? What should I indulge in? But I'm not already indulged. There we go. Oh. Gosh, this is my stalker card. What's so funny is this is also one of my cards from my astrological birth chart, the inner mysteries and the outer mysteries from the 12, what do they call it, that I did with Benabel one, but it's the 10 of Wands, and it's also part of like my Chiron, because my Chiron is in Pisces in my 9th house. Chiron, just quickly, is that thing in your, it's that point in your astrological chart that shows the thing that you need healing from, and then later in life turn around, if you're doing what you're supposed to, then you can later heal others with that. It is like the wounded healer is what Chiron is. And for me, Pisces being in my 9th house of like spirituality and all that, one of the things with it being a watery sign in Pisces is also taking on the pain and suffering of other people. And that's one of the things that I've talked about before, is that when people tell me their things, their problems, it almost becomes like it's my mission to help them. I mean, to a point where it's that empathic bit. So maybe what I'm supposed to be indulging more is in letting my boundaries down now, and because I have grown a lot in that area, of not taking on everyone's, still being there, but not taking on their suffering as if it's my own, but to lend a helping hand wherever I can, and you know, so embrace maybe my empathic abilities more so. All right, anyways, let's see. 12, Rudolph. What light do you bring to darkness? Okay, let's see here. What light do I bring to darkness? What light do I bring to darkness? What light do I bring to darkness? Come on, see, this is what I'm talking about. Come on. Sometimes it just takes forever. I will fast forward past these parts. Wow, there we go. Oh. Okay. So what light do I bring to darkness? Inner strength. You know, gosh, I love this deck so much. Look at, she still is being able to be true to herself with all the chaos that is happening around the world, to a point of it being healing. Because when I look at the snake now, I feel that is healing. The bear is ferocious and protective, and the I love elephants. The elephant's trunk is up, which would signify like good luck. As long as I, you know, am true to myself, I feel like there is good luck in that. And I'm getting off track. What light do I bring to darkness? Oh, okay, just my own inner strength, not letting the chaos of things stop me from my own path and my own spirituality. And even when that goes against what many people in the world think I should be doing right now, right? I am going to be strong in my beliefs. And then the Hermit. Yeah, inner work. What do I bring to what light do I bring to the darkness? It's about doing my work, you know. How fitting is this, the Hermit? Look at all the ancestry work and what finding wisdom in that, and even astrology. We have a constellation here. So, like I've talked about before, with like learning your blueprint, learning your history, and that's how knowing thyself. So, bringing light to, like breaking out of this matrix kind of thing by having knowledge, seeking knowledge, always seeking knowledge, and understanding. It's not just knowledge, it's knowledge that helps me to understand so that I can continue on my mission. It's not just about absorbing all information. All right, now 13. Scrooge, where could you use more love, either to have or give? All right. Let's see. Let's see if I'm called out right here. Where can I show more love? Give or have? To have or give? More or less, where do I need to be more loving, giving? Oh. Oh, wowza. Okay, the Tower. Let me read this again. Scrooge, where could you use more love, either to have or to give? Okay. So, I'm thinking what this means, because this is the Tower, is having more compassion for people when they are actually going through their Tower moments. Instead of always looking at everything like, ooh, I mean, you should be grateful that... not grateful, that's not the right word, but I look at everything in like a bigger picture kind of thing. I mean, like the bigger scheme kind of outlook. And when I see that somebody is having a Tower moment, or when I'm having a Tower moment, although it's really friggin' difficult sometimes, not all Tower moments are difficult. Some are just surprises, change of your life kind of thing, like you never expected, and your husband or your boyfriend, proposes to you and your whole life changes. That could be a Tower moment, right? Tower moments can be good sometimes. Well, I think they can always be good because it's liberating you. It's the liberator. But when somebody is actually going through it and they're in that very emotional phase, which is so hard for me to help people when they're like that, because I can get so easily absorbed into that energy and not be productive. And I want to, above all, always feel like I'm making forward movement, that I'm not stuck in a certain energy. So I always, it's like, suck it up, buttercup kind of thing, which I know is not always the most compassionate, but it's because I'm trying to help somebody see that this too will pass, or, that this is part of the whole scheme of things. But I mean, I am getting better. I am trying to definitely get better with being more compassionate towards other people when they're all feely, because I don't even hardly ever allow myself to be feely, just because it's just difficult to be in that energy. So when somebody else is in that energy, I feel like dumbstruck. I mean, I feel like really out of my comfort zone, because I just want to be the fixer. I want to help them see out of it. And sometimes you just can't. They just need to feel their way out of it. They just need to be in that energy for a while. That's what's really hard for me. So that's where I need to be more compassionate. And that makes complete sense to me. And then ornament. What holds you up that you don't think of? Wait a minute. What holds you up that you don't think enough about? What holds me up that I don't think enough about? What holds me up? Well, I didn't even start asking the question. Come on now. You guys are being ridiculous. Okay. What holds me up that I don't even think about? All right. Here we go. Page of Pentacles. What holds me up? Page of Pentacles. Maybe just that, the ideas that I get, that enthusiasm for life, right? The good things that I have in my life that I take for granted sometimes. Wow. Okay, sorry. I had to let the boy back in. What is this again? Let me ornament. What holds you up that you don't think enough about? Maybe just my optimism, my ability to keep a youthful outlook on things, the silver lining kind of things that I don't know. That's a tough one. I would love your opinions on that, please. And 15, Sleigh. How has the chariot been impactful to you this year? Interesting. How has the chariot been impactful for me this year? How's the chariot been impactful for me this year? All right. 7 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. Oh. So just moving forward, continuing to move forward with planting seeds, more or less, cultivating, connections between people. The 3 of Wands, cultivating relationships and ideas that will further go into my future, because I do have some things that are planned right around the horizon that I haven't really talked about. But yeah, so that's what the chariot has done. So there we go. There's 15 days 8 through days 15. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and I am watching other people's videos the best that I can. It is a busy time of year, but I thank you for doing this along with me, and I am sending you love always. Thank you so much.